Another year, another dismal Golden Globe award ceremony, a self-important smugfest, a lurid conveyor belt of plastic-faced whores full of Ozempic and antidepressants, to the extent as they sashay across the red carpet they rattle with every footstep. The men who trail behind them, a collection of testosterone-injecting closet homosexuals and secret child abusers who in a different era may well have been serial killers living in their mother's basement. If you want to hate film and television actors, and indeed everyone who works in those industries, you couldn't do much better than watching the Golden Globes. A plethora of top-level comedians were asked to host the awards this year, and they all instantly declined in no uncertain terms, because for a comedian, if ever there was a poisoned chalice, it's hosting a Hollywood award ceremony. LA is now the place where comedy goes to die. Anyone half decent at stand-up in the US upon finding themselves in LA quickly runs away screaming to Austin, Texas, where jokes are still allowed, or to New York if they can tolerate the aggressive culture, the filthy streets, the unaffordable apartments, and the all-round terrible quality of life. Since Ricky Gervais absolutely eviscerated Hollywood's elite at the Golden Globes in 2020 and invoked their collective disdain, no sensible comedian would touch the gig with a barge pole. And yet, after a desperate search, just 3 weeks out from the show, organisers somehow persuaded comedian Joe Coy to take on the task. Not particularly well known in the UK, but one of the biggest selling acts in the US, who racks up huge ticket numbers in stadiums across America. An absolute top tier comic, but also incredibly mainstream and inoffensive. Even if his comedy isn't for you, there's absolutely no possible way of taking against this guy. His act and his persona are so bland and unobjectionable. And yet somehow, from the moment he stepped on stage at the Golden Globes, a room full of stony-faced actors tutted and booed their way through his jokes. The comedian went on the defensive, blaming his joke writers, and that probably didn't do him any favours. A famous comedian admitting to using writers is a bit like a high-status public figure admitting to going to Epstein's Island. Everyone already knows you did it, but it's probably best not to mention it. Anyway, nobody came out of this debacle looking good, and despite their riches, good looks and glamorous careers, I dare say many of them went home, binge-ate, threw it all back up, climbed on the treadmill for an hour, and then cried themselves to sleep. Still, good luck to them. They're living the dream. Please do like and subscribe, and support me on Patreon for exclusive content coming later this week. I'm doing a live stand-up date in Southampton on the 8th of March. Ticket link beneath this video. As always, thanks for watching.